We've waited a long time for this fight. It's here, and the fighters are good to go. And next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. Roy Jones Jr. He tipped the scales at 72 kilos, 180 centimeters tall, with a reach of... It's Roy Jones.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds.
The fans are ready, and it looks like the fighters are now ready.
Todd, I'm going to stay here till...
And there's the bell to start the round. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. They have no respect for each other's punching power. That right hook won't score. Perhaps the hottest ticket in town for this fight tonight.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And looking at that corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
Hit him with a left jab. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two. You can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're gonna get knocked out.
A very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
And caught him with a left hook. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. Missing with that jab. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Nice counter. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
Counterpuncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Defense is not an option for these two. Nice counter punch right up the middle. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. That jab misses. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think...
They ring the bell, and here we go. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
If you're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong. The straight right just misses.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Beautiful counter punch. Both of these fighters have the conditioning to go the distance, no problem. They also have the power to end this with one punch. That counter shot lands. Big swing and a miss with the hook. They both want a highlight reel knockout. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Can't land the jab there. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it. Look at the hand speed and footwork between these two elite-level middleweights.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter. And
there's the bell to start the round. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
best for both of these fighters. It's all offense all the time. Well, Johnny, we're a couple rounds in. What are you seeing so far?
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, Mr. I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
And down goes Jones Jr.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Give me your glove.
The referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake.
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. Those counter punches have to hurt. What a huge momentum swing that's going to... They ring the bell, and here we go. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. Well done with that counter shot. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. Well, Johnny, you know there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive. How does he exploit that?
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him. Frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he'll close you down.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. Nice slip to avoid the jab. They are giving us a high-tempo show. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. And there's the bell to start the round. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Work the body, frustrate.
Neither. Well, he's had enough, and he is gonna quit. So there you have it. It is official now, and that is not the way